Yeah, I think exactly like you said, just continue to make progress, continue to come in here every day and make ourselves better, make our teammates better. Um, Portland's always a difficult place to go play. It's a long way to travel over there for the end of a very long road trip for us. So just go and put everything that we've created over these first 7 games and put it all into work and have another solid 90-minute performance.
Some incentive not to concede, just given the atmosphere, like you were alluding to, how the fans get right on top of you, and I'm sure you don't want to hear that chainsaw going off either.
No, the chainsaw, hopefully we can keep it quiet. I think the biggest thing is if you do concede, don't let it turn into 2 and 3 goals, because they can get a run of momentum going there, especially with those fans. But just be difficult to play against like we have been. Make sure it's a professional performance. We have some veteran guys that'll be out there that have been in atmospheres like that before. It shouldn't deter anybody, but just go play our game.
How much confidence do you draw from last weekend when you kept Drogba and Piatti and various other players pretty quiet? They were pretty anonymous. I mean, is that it's a victory for the team, but as far as the back five is concerned, where does that sort of factor into the performance since you've been here this year?
Yeah, it was a great group effort, really from everybody that was on the pitch. But defensively, I thought we were extremely organized. Again, when Drogba was able to win the first balls, we were on the second balls, and on all the knockdowns. I thought our possession was great. I thought we created a lot going forward, which allows us in the back time to organize a little better and not allow them to transition on us. At the end of the day, they were just looking for long balls, really, and knockdowns again. And it's huge for our confidence. It's huge for going up against other, MVP caliber type players. But every game's a little bit different, and Adi's a different player than Drogba is. He's still big and strong, and he's got some good players around him. So it'll be a similar group effort from us.
Do you feel now that there is a settlement about that back 4, back 5, even back 7, the fact that you're now playing together on a regular basis, and that makes the job easier week in, week out?
Yeah, I think anytime you can settle on a more set lineup. Obviously, injuries happen, suspensions happen, illnesses happen. But we train week in and week out with different pairings and different groupings just to make sure that we're all on the same page. And when Josh Williams has to come in with 3 or 4 minutes to go just to close up shop and to help with some of the aerial challenges, he's ready to go and on the same page. And anybody else who needs to step in is ready to go as well.
So mentally now going to Portland, having had a couple of clean sheets, and this is the last of the road games, it's almost behind you. How important now from a momentum point of view is it for you to go there and just get something?
Yeah, definitely. I think the last thing we want to do is think that this road trip is complete because we're in good position right now. We need to stay hungry and go and really push ourselves up the table a little bit further, because we've got some home games coming up, but we are going to go back on the road at some point this season, and we have to continue to battle on the road, to grind out results, and this Sunday should be no different feel for us, and we'll take in the same mentality and attitude as we have the previous 7 away games.
Portland's off to a bit of a slow start. You can call it maybe an MLS Cup hangover. Did you feel that in Colorado after you guys won the MLS Cup?
Maybe a little bit. I think the tendency in the offseason after you win a championship is to rest a little bit, because it is a long season. It is a grind. You've gone through, over a month of playoff games. You put the regular season before that, but they'll certainly, look to put that behind them on Sunday. I think they're probably looking at us as a pretty good team that's going to come in and that's used to playing on the road now. And regardless of what their form is, we still want to go and take the game to them and be ourselves. And if they're going to have an off day, then we need to put them away. But we're not expecting that from them. We're expecting a battle, and that's the mentality that we're going to take into it.
Is it a unique environment in Portland, and just what's it like playing there? And is it the most difficult away spot for that you've been to in the Western Conference?
I don't know about in terms of difficulty. It's probably my favorite away game to go and play. I just think the atmosphere that they bring. There's the supporters group is there during warm-ups chanting, and you can't hear yourself think during warm-ups, which is unbelievable. And then obviously they fill in the rest of it for the games. It's just a fun place to go play, and it's a fun place to go get some points. I think the first time I ever played there, I actually scored the game winner right near injury time. and celebrated like I'd never scored a goal before. And it's just a fun place to go and play a game of football. And the best way we can have fun is to go in and get all 3 points.
Do you sense that there is a newfound respect from opponents because of what you've achieved defensively this year, that attacking players are having to find different ways around you? Do you feel there is a more solidity and you're getting more respect from opposition now?
I think any team that puts together a good run of results, the teams that are playing against them are going to look to change and look for our weaknesses and find a way to beat us. And so certainly we want to continue to do what we're doing, but teams are going to try to find a different way to break us down, and we have to be aware of that and be on our toes and continue to stay organized, continue to communicate. I think we've gained some respect, but it's a long season, and we still have a long way to go. And certainly teams will look to break us down in different ways, and we have to be aware of it.